So I want to talk about the Origin Big O gaming computer because this gaming computer is absolutely crazy and it's absolutely a monster. And as a game enthusiast, as a tech enthusiast, this is a kind of computer you only dream about. And of course, no money will ever get you to buy this computer since this computer is not a real computer. So recently, I just watched the latest Unbox Therapy video. And in the latest Unbox Therapy video, he did a review for this computer, or he talked about this computer that got sent to him from Origin PCs. I know everything about Origin PCs. They do a lot of these custom build gaming PCs you can have sent to your house, and they usually ship them in these type of crate style crates when they ship them to your house or ship them to wherever, and they're absolutely pretty good PCs, I will have to admit, but they went above and beyond when it comes to this computer. And you may have already seen this video by the time I actually have this video out, just because I know Unbox Therapy is super popular, and honestly I don't normally cover things like this on my YouTube channel, but I definitely want to cover this PC because this PC is absolutely amazing. Like I said, it's an enthusiast computer, it's a gamer's dream and things like that. So basically what makes this computer so special as it is, the main reason this thing is so special for a computer is the fact that it's not your traditional computer. Basically, it's called the Origin Big O computer. That's what Origin is actually making this computer. And like I said, you can't buy this computer. This computer is going to be an exclusive computer to Unbox Therapy. But what makes this computer such a badass computer is it pretty much has all the consoles in one single desktop computer. Yes, I'm not shitting you here. It has all three current gen consoles in this bad boy. So it has the PS4, the Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, and a modern day computer all inside one big ass tower. Now I will show you a picture right now of this actual computer so you can get an idea of what this computer has to offer. I'm not actually going to show you any footage in this actual video of any of his footage for his video. I will leave a link down in the description below if you would like to check out this computer for yourself and watch the full in-depth review of this computer, because Lou does go into a lot of details on this computer that he had specifically built for him. And overall, this is a pretty badass computer. Who would have thought in a million years a company would figure out how to pretty much take all the current gen systems, including the Nintendo Switch, and put them in one PC case, which is absolutely phenomenal. It's a dream come true for gamers. It's a dream come true for tech enthusiasts. Who would have thought this would actually be an actual real thing? Now, when it comes to the Origin Big O computer, I'm not too sure what type of PS4 and Xbox One are they using. Are they using the latest and greatest like the Xbox One X or the PS4 Pro? I think maybe they might be using the base models, the Xbox One S and the PS4, but granted, don't take my word for that because I'm not 100% sure about that. I did watch the full video in detail, but I don't remember if that was the case. And then on top of that, they do have a Nintendo Switch in here, and the coolest thing is on the front of the actual computer, when you open it up, you can actually slide the Nintendo Switch in there, since of course you guys know the Nintendo Switch is an actual console from, I think, Nintendo, of course, that does actually allow you to play hybridly. So of course they wanted a way for you to be able to take out your Nintendo Switch if you still wanted to play it portably. So that's absolutely fantastic. And overall, I like the design of this computer. I think this computer is absolutely crazy. And the coolest part about this computer is you can actually switch game consoles and your PC on the fly. Pretty much if you have one monitor just sitting there, you can pretty much just change the input on your monitor. And as you're changing the input on your monitor, it's switching from things like the PS4, the Xbox One, the computer, and the Nintendo Switch on the fly. So that's absolutely cool. You have pretty much this one box that just sits on a desk or sits on the floor wherever you are, and you pretty much have every console at your disposal. Like I said before, this is a dream come true for gamers. This is a dream come true for tech enthusiasts. Overall, this is a badass system. How much would a system like this actually cost if you were to get every single current gen console in one single desktop computer? Absolutely, it would be nutty as hell, I'm pretty sure, and this thing would almost be not feasible for anybody. Do you actually need something like this in your life? Do you actually need all the consoles in one box? Honestly, if you were to ask me, of course, I would say no. Of course, you don't need all the consoles in one box, just because when you pretty much have one console, that's pretty much all you need. I would argue in today's society, in today's world, you may still want to have Nintendo and then a PS4, a Nintendo, and then let's say a Xbox. So you can see there is still practicality with having at least a Nintendo and another console because there's such different experiences. But as long as you have a PS4 or an Xbox One, you're pretty much good to go. So I don't know who in their right mind would actually need all three consoles. I know there's a lot of people out there that like having all three consoles. I don't blame people. But overall, I just like the design of this thing, and it's still cool. They pretty much made sure that you still know what you have under the hood, because it does have a window, just like a lot of computer cases. It does have a window where you can see all the parts, and the cool thing is you do have your branding on the PC case. You can see things like the PS4 branding, you can see the Xbox branding, and it's actually cool. They went to a lot of detail for this computer. They did, I think they made it water cooled, and since they made this computer water cooled, the pipes for each individual system does match the aesthetic of the actual brand. Like for instance, the Xbox One does have a green pipe for the water cooling, and then of course for the PlayStation 4 for the water cooling it does have a blue pipe, which is very cool. And then the Nintendo Switch, I think basically what they did for this system specifically, I think they pretty much just opened up an Xbox One and then a PS4, and then they pretty much just took the motherboard out of it and pretty much plopped the motherboard inside of this PC case. I'm sure they had to do some modification to the actual motherboard. Believe it or not, you can do modifications on motherboards. Basically, I know you can trim down certain motherboards because I know there's stuff like mini Wii or a portable Wii, a portable GameCube that a lot of these different people make for projects. So it is possible to cut down a lot of these different motherboards to fit in certain cases, and that's most likely what they did for it. They just took normal everyday consoles, took out the motherboard, took out the parts, and put everything in one case. And honestly, this is a badass PC, and I'm freaking blown away by it, and I had to cover it on this actual channel, and I wanted to actually talk about this because I think this is freaking awesome to have every single console plus a PC all in one box. It honestly just blows my mind as a tech enthusiast and as a gamer in general. This is absolutely amazing stuff we're talking about here. It's just a shame they won't sell this to the public, but I'm assuming there's probably not too much of a demand for this type of product. It's just a custom made thing, and on top of that, most people probably don't want to pay for something like this, because to do all this work on a rig like that would absolutely be funky and absolutely be insane if they were to do something like this. But who would have thought as a kid growing up something like this would even be physically possible and things like that? It still blows my mind today that we're at this point in time where people can actually put every single current gen console all in one computer. Anyway guys, this is Wayne from My Tech News signing out.